welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. Today's reading is going to be just a live. There's nothing specific, just collective reading. I wanted to go on here for a little bit before I, start my day. So, let's get started. So, if you guys resonate with the reading, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. On personal readings, go to jocelynlovely84@gmail.com. This is the only time I could upload today. I'm exhausted. I'm busy today, all day. So I have maybe about 40 minutes. 40 minutes, okay? All right, let's get started. Oh, there were a couple of cards I had here, but I put them away. That's okay. I feel like somebody's racing. It's weird to say, but I feel like somebody's racing, like, look at this. Like, somebody gave you an opening, somebody gave you an opportunity, somebody gave you a chance this week. It materialized in the physical, so there's an opportunity that is coming into play or this week for you, if it hasn't already, and you are here zooming. It's like you saw the light, you're seeing the light, you saw the light, you're gonna see the light. It's like a glimmer of hope because you were in the dark this whole time. We're gonna call you wisdom. You were in the dark this whole time. You had no access to any information. You weren't privy to any information. You could not see your way. You were relying on instincts, and your instincts you feel like your instincts were failing you. Because it was so dark, you couldn't see your way out. So all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, all of a sudden it's like you're in the darkness for a minute now. You've been in the dark for a minute, okay? This isn't new, but it almost seems like the divine kept trying to lead you down a certain path, and I think your uncertainty on this path was something else that could have been driving us insane, right? Because, we're human. We want to know what the next steps are. We want to prepare. We want to be, ready, on go, on standby, right? That's just what we do. And it almost seems like you didn't even have time to prepare much. Or if you were advised or warned of something coming to you, you weren't guaranteed until last minute. It's like a last minute thing. You get a last minute approval or a last minute opportunity when you thought it probably wasn't going to happen. You could have been fighting for an opportunity, trying to fight to stay on this path, only to realize that it's like a struggle. It's a struggle to even stay on the path. And then all of a sudden, it's like this glimmer of hope comes in. And here you are. Boom. You don't even hesitate twice. You don't think twice. Fuck everything else. Nothing else matters at this stage of the game or at this point. The only thing that matters is you getting to whatever this is. Running to the opportunity, taking it serious. If this is like an environment, it's like whatever this light symbolizes for you, it's a ray of hope. But it's in the physical. This is why I'm saying, if this is an opportunity, if this is a job, if this is a person, it's like this is what it's resembling, this hope for what's to come. Because again, everything in your life is so uncertain right now. You're in the dark, your instincts, you feel like your instincts are failing you, which is hard, right? But awesome. Hey Constance, it's good to see you again, beautiful. Hopefully you're doing well today. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm glad that you saw that butterfly. It's right here, purple and dark, and I'm glad you resonate with these colors, because again, this could be also with, how it's purple. Our chakras up here are more purplish, whitish. It almost seems like, again, if it was a struggle with seeing or even receiving intuitive messages, you could have been receiving them but felt blocked because you didn't believe. There was no proof. You could have been afraid. And when we feel fear, we block, right? You know, we block interception from the divine. It almost seems like the divine could have been telling you, breathe, have patience. This is coming in for you. And you could have been like, well, I don't see it. And then all of a sudden, it's like you see it and boom, you take off. You told the universe that you were ready. So whenever the opportunity came in, you were gonna go full speed ahead, and that's exactly what you're gonna do, or you're doing now. But you'll know, because it has your name on it. And then when you take on this opportunity, apply for this position, you know, entertain whatever this is, or you're in person, you'll feel it instinctually. It's like you're inside your gut. Your solar plexus is going to tell you, this feels healthy. This feels normal. This feels aligned or purposeful. And that's how you'll know it's for you. Hi, welcome. Hey, Runs, it's good to see you again. Hey, Ananas, welcome, welcome. Hi, Rusty Pools. Hopefully you guys are doing well today on this beautiful, what is it, Monday, Tuesday? It's Monday. I'm tired. All right, let's see what else comes out. Oh, a lot of butterflies. Butterfly keeps coming up. There's something here with butterfly. Give me 1 second. Yeah, too many butterfly cards. Again, with the purple and the white, this has to do with the realm of imagination. It almost seems like because you've been so stressed or so, you know, in the dark, you haven't really had time to connect with the not just inner child, but this is like ethereal energy. Again, it's the 4D, right? It's been harder for you to receive intuitive messages and believe them because you're not in the realm of hope and possibility. But this week, you start to see again. You start to believe again. You start to think maybe there is something better aligned for me. Maybe I am meant to be happy again. Maybe my reality isn't, or my reality or circumstances won't be the same forever. And I think that this is the thing that you've needed so that you can finish a cycle that you've been in or on for a minute. Illumination, yep, positivity and joy and inspiration. This week I'm also getting messengers, so you're gonna meet somebody who's either like-minded with you. I don't know if you're the student or you're this one, but I'm getting this is you. This might be a person that is gonna come to you. It's kind of like they're trying to get your attention here to redirect you towards this path. You weren't paying attention so much, but this person's gonna come in. It almost seems like they're trying to either get your attention and guide you, because as you see the light, it almost seems like the light, its spirit itself is guiding you towards this person. So I feel like there's going to be some type of exchange with this person, communication with this person. I feel like you guys are going to work, possibly collaborate together. Maybe you guys meet each other and become friends, or are put to work in some type of project or experiment, and then you end up networking with this person, and all of a sudden you guys are like kindred spirits. All of a sudden you feel like, whoa, like I met somebody that I'm really aligned to here on this path that the universe is trying to direct me towards, because as you see, this path is pink. Reminds me of the heart in a way. I know the chakra is green, but I'm getting like in the realm of happiness, in the realm of love and positivity and joy. It almost seems like this one is the same color. It's like you both match on an energetic level. I feel like this is going to be a friend of yours. Maybe you haven't, I don't think you know this person. I think this is, you're going to meet this person on your path, and you guys are going to become instant friends. Okay? Or great colleagues, right? But I feel like there's a chance to extend this friendship. There's something else I missed because the card came out again. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I feel like somebody's gonna, whoever this person is, or if this is whoever this person is, okay? Gender does not matter here. I feel like they're gonna tell you something about yourself that you aren't aware of. So it's like when you walk around, people actually really like you. You're very likable, you're very memorable, you're very, elegant. There's something very like poised. You're very poised, and I feel like people are gonna see you as like an example, like you're a leading example, or people see you and they want to befriend you. This is why I'm saying that whoever these people are, they're not your enemy. They're, if anything, they're like attracted to you because of who you are, or they see you as you are, and instead of being intimidated like some people could be, they actually want to approach you and congratulate you for who you are, for the strength that relies within and without you, outside of you, right? And so they want to come towards you, and they're inspired by you, is what I'm saying. And that's how, that's how you know somebody really wants to befriend you, right? Yeah. Confirmation. Yes, yes, yes. Love reading, please. Adishi, yeah, if you donate, I'll give you a love reading. You can donate $5 right now. I'll give you a little love reading. Cash App, PayPal in the description box below. I actually didn't write it in, but it's my whole name. It's Jocelyn Lovely 888 for Cash App, okay? PayPal at Jocelyn Lovely 888. You can look at my name in the title, on the title. All right, again, this is your week where challenges, interesting. Challenges came out. Oh, okay. So this week is going to be a little tricky, and I'll tell you why, in a good way. Because you were so used to being in the dark or dealing with certain challenges that it's like now that the ray of light is in your presence circumstances, like it's in the present moment, now that there's light, now that there's hope, the universe is saying, okay, well, you wanted a door, you wanted an opportunity, here's the opportunity, it's open, the door is open, come on this side. But the problem is we've been engaged in this darkness for a bit now. So this is like a relationship that isn't good for us, dating people that are not good for us, if this is like being in environments that could be toxic, or entertaining people who don't really treat us well, who are a reflection of the past, which is why I called it the karmic cycle, but it doesn't even matter. It's the entertaining the stuff from the past, but really it isn't the past because it's still in your present. You're still consumed by it, surrounded by it, which is fine, because whatever you're surrounded by is a pure reflection, a direct reflection of how we really feel about ourselves. So if we're closed, if our heart's broken, if we're struggling to believe that there's people who can love us for who we are, it's showing in our surroundings, which is why it's a challenge, right? Because now the universe is saying, here's the light. Can you become an energetic vibration to this light? Or will you choose to keep entertaining your surroundings, which is the what we don't love about ourselves, our unconscious programming? And I feel like some of us this week, realistically, we're going to entertain the darkness, right? Because it's beautiful. It's who we are. It's hard to let go of this, especially if it's an addiction, or, these people bring in this part of us that just make us feel alive. We're going to entertain this week. And that's the point. We know we shouldn't, but the reason we entertain these challenges or these people, places, or things is because, again, there's a part of us that we really, really, on an energetic level, believe we're worthy of it. And so the universe is going to have to bring in a couple of towers within this next month to get us to realign again, because that's what it does. The universe knows that. They already know you're going to have to go through like a couple more towers in order for us to really align back into the light. But that's the whole point. It's because we're struggling to grieve. We're struggling to believe that we're worthy of this light. We could be taking actions that are necessary, that reflect how much we want to be in this light energy. But we're also taking actions that are a reflection of the darkness we still live in or believe in. Because the challenge is belief. Do we believe we're ready of a different type of energy? Let's call it energy. Do we really believe we're worthy of more money? Do we really believe we can find a job that really is a reflection of who we are, our values? Do we really believe we're worthy of being fulfilled? Finding a career that can take us to the next level, where we can meet people that will take us to the next level. And I don't just mean like financially, right? Because we all want money. This has to do with like spiritually, energetically. Do we feel we're worthy of that type of energy? An energy that is that feeds us, an energy that nourishes us, versus the energy that we could be surrounding ourselves now, which could be the complete opposite. Energies that can drain us versus energies that are only going to add positivity into our lives. That's the challenge. Do we believe or do we not? It does not matter though. Here's the point. It does not matter. Because the universe is always going to have its way. And you guys know that already, which is why you're more than willing to go through this tower. You don't care. If it were that easy, we wouldn't have our spirit guides having to redirect us every time. But it's not that easy. But it is that fun. Remember that. You guys are having the time of your lives, and don't forget that you 2 years down the line are going to thank yourself for doing the things that are a reflection of the lack of love that we have for ourselves. Because we're going to look at it as, oh, we were young. Oh, we wanted that. Oh, we felt alive. Oh, we felt this. Oh, we felt that, you know? Oh, we loved the money at the expense of ourselves, you know? Like, it's people call it mistakes. I don't call it that. I call it living. I call it living. Because eventually when we heal through those experiences, and when we choose better, that's when we say, okay, well, now we can also learn to live in a different experience, which is what the light is representing here. We will be ready for this experience. We will. Hi guys, how you guys doing? Hit the like button. That's right, Runs. Thank you. Shout out to Red Runs. That's my old moderator. I don't have many moderators anymore just because it was too much. It was too much. But I always loved White Runs as a moderator. He was never a problem. I might just put you back as a moderator. I don't know. We'll see. Can't be. Yeah. Anyways. How are you guys feeling today? Are you guys feeling good? I know I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fantastic. I look high, but I'm just tired because I haven't slept much. But... all right, let's see. Hey, welcome, Terry AAA by Sanji. All right, anything else before we call it? Oh, attachments. Yep, look at this one over here. Somebody here loves their money. Money, money, money. Someone loves their money. I feel like this is you, bro. Somebody's making a lot of money. They're probably not telling people how they're making money, but you can tell when someone makes money. Yeah, you're making money. And I feel like somebody got a little bit attached to the money that they're making. So it almost seems like somebody's holding on to their treasures, possessions, overworking themselves just because they care about the income. That's all that matters to them. Maybe you guys have goals, objectives of like either, you know, getting your own home, paying off your mortgage, paying off your car. I mean, whatever your goal is, or even buying a car, right? It almost seems like that's the goal. So you know that you would rather work all these hours at the expense of self just to make all this money. And you don't care. Good for you. You know what you want. The universe is saying, though, please rest. Rest. I know you're not going to listen to me anyways, but if you could, just rest. Because you're going to burn out, and I don't want you to burn out. And you also deserve, you know, some time doing things that also nourish you, okay? Work could be nourishing, but when you're starting to do it just for, you know, plainly so that you can, like, meet certain goals and deadlines, I think it starts to get a little too like on the Capricorn side where it could become like obsessive or addicting, right? So we're just keeping minds. We can keep in mind to be a little bit more, you know, open to enjoying other things that life have to offer besides just money. I know someone here is like, what the hell? That's crazy. But hey, I'm just saying. Sacral portal, especially because the holidays are coming. I could see someone like, nope, I gotta make money. So we'll see. All right, sacral portal. Excuse me. Yeah, somebody's like, ooh, somebody is having the best time of their life sexually. Somebody here is like dating, not exclusively. Somebody here is playing the field. Yeah, somebody here is having a lot of fun. They just want to have fun. They don't want to be attached to anyone. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. They just want to have fun. And I feel like this is somebody's enjoying themselves. Just wear protection. Get, testing. Be careful. Because, you never know. But I feel like somebody's like having a lot of fun. Somebody's spending a lot of time with people. Creating intimate moments. Somebody thinks that sex is like the way they create, right? Yo, who is this? Somebody thinks that sex is the way to create, which is true. But like, bro, come on. They're like saying like, oh, that this is creativity, Like this is in the realm of creation. Oh, this is funny. Hello. Hey. It's Josie. Yeah, I am Josie. Hi. Interesting. You call me Josie the way that, like, my parents would call me Josie. Who is this? This is a family member. Only a family member. That's how you spell my name. So this is a family member. Who are you? He. Alright. Anything else before we wrap up? Somebody's gonna be looking at a mirror this week, and it might be a little bit might hurt a little bit, but it's okay. Remember that whatever this is that you see about yourself, it's only to like heal you. I feel like somebody's gonna receive some healing this week that they need. I feel like somebody's gonna take a hard look in the mirror and say that that I feel like somebody is gonna feel disappointed because maybe the decisions you've been making aren't the best for whoever this is, and that's okay though. I feel like the truth is you're gonna have more compassion and love for yourself, because remember, everybody thinks that they're not doing their best to some degree. But I feel like whoever this person is feels disappointment because what it actually is sadness. Somebody feels really sad, and what's gonna happen this week is you're gonna receive a lot of healing, and you're gonna feel more compassion and love for yourself, for who you've been, the decisions you've made, why you do what you do. You're going to be very compassionate. And that's going to go a long way for you this week, okay? Identity, self-love, and acceptance. Hi, Brandy. Welcome. It's good to see you. Yeah, somebody's going to forgive themselves. There's nothing to forgive, though. I think it's acceptance, right? I think somebody's going to ask for forgiveness from their own self this week. But your higher self would be like, there's no need to. It almost seems like your higher self's been trying to tell you, your ancestors, your guides, that they understand your pain. And sometimes we struggle to understand our own pain. So when our higher self tells us that, you know, they understand why we do what we do and they validate our experience, our sadness, or whatever, that's the thing that can be the most difficult to accept, because it's all love and light, right? Or even like a little bit of discipline coming from them. But I feel like it, when you feel the validation from the other realms as to why you do what you do, right? As to how hurt you really are, someone's gonna have a difficult time. We're gonna have a difficult time. Gonna have a difficult time accepting that type of love, because it's essentially, it's our love, the love of the ancestors that is coming in towards us to help us on this journey while, you know, we're healing. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the universe is this week going to send you lots of love and hugs, because they know we're struggling. And so we're going to struggle to receive that love for sure. We might not even feel worthy of that love, and then we're going to sit there and we're going to have to contemplate as to why we don't even feel worthy of this love. And for some of us, when this happens, we're going to shut down. We're not even going to be able to talk or state why we feel this way. We're just going to feel that pain come up, and then it's like boom. There was never any discussion to be had. When it comes to the heart, there's no discussion. It's a feeling. It's a feeling. And it's like, when we allow ourselves to feel this, it's going to, again, it's a representation of like, not only how far you've come, it's a representation or a statement of everything you've overcome. And it's like it's a truth about like your life. It's a statement of who you are, why you are who you are, but who you want to become. I feel like once you feel those emotions, you're going to be a little bit more clear about who you want to become. The type of love you want to gravitate towards within yourself. Right? That's why we're following the light this week. And it looks amazing. There you go, manifestation time. This is why manifestation is going to be so crucial this week. We are transitioning into Scorpio season, which is, you know how Scorpio is. We go deep into the emotions, into the rawness, into the darkness, into the valley of shadow of death. And then that's how we manifest. Because we go deep within and realize what it is that we really want. Some of us are about to discover. And this is funny because it's a transition from Libra, which is all about love, Venus, right? Our deepest desires. We don't really talk about that. We talk more about the justice. But Libra also talks about the deepest desires within your heart. And then transitioning into Scorpio, it's like that's the whole point of Scorpio, right? We're going deep down into the darkness, and then this is where we're going to realize what it is that we really want. We're also going to go over why we don't have this. See why justice comes in? Libra comes in. It gives us what our justice, good and bad. It gives us, it's our karma in a way. It gives us what we've worked towards, what we haven't. If we come up empty, is because we have not received it yet. It's not justice yet, right? And so some of us looked at what we did receive and we're grateful for everything we received, but now we're looking at what we haven't received and why but that's the whole point. What we have not received, this is the chance. This is why Scorpio season comes in, so we can figure it out. We're about to figure out why we haven't received this, and it's so clear. I think a lot of us already know why. That's why we've been stalling on a couple of things. We've been stalling to go there, right? We've been wanting to run around and have some fun and party and do this and do that, or keep us distracted left and right because we didn't really want to face what this is. When Scorpio season comes, there's no running. But the minute you get in tune with your deepest desires, you're going to grab a hold of this and you're going to make this a possibility. This is why manifestation is so crucial at this point. We went back around to the whole point of why this manifestation card came out. Hi, welcome. Welcome, Mahina. Absolutely, exactly. So, that's why manifestation is crucial this week. This month, it will be our best friends. This is the time, the remainder of the year, of the season, to look at the things we want. I think like a lot of us already did. We know exactly why it is that we don't have what we want. But there's a barrier. Do you see what I'm saying? You can see it. You can understand it from a mental point, right? A mental standpoint, because you guys are so intelligent. Emotionally, though, this is the barrier. This is what's stuck, right? And I feel like when you guys tried to tap into it, it was too painful. It was too dark. It was too real, right? And that's okay. That's what Scorpio season is for, is to help us tap into that, because the universe is going to make it. You guys already know how the universe works. It will sit us down and force us to see or feel, not see, because you guys already see. It will force us to feel what we have been dreading to feel as children. And in a way that will be justice. Because it is, again, the barrier is in between you and your inner child's happiness. Okay? All right, guys. Hi, Bahala. It's been a while. It's been a very long time. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I have to head out, actually. I wanted to do, well, maybe we could do 10 more minutes. We'll do 10 more minutes. Yeah, let's do 10 more minutes. Does anybody have any questions regarding the reading, or maybe any questions about life, or just want to talk about life, or anything exciting? I'm doing well. I've been really busy. Really busy trying to go live when I can, but I have so much going on. So we'll see how this goes. Dealing with a lot of towers, being forced to see and feel what I don't want to. So that's, yeah. And having fun. So, yeah. My love life is interesting. All right. Okay. How's that going? Should we pull a card and see? We'll pull one card, okay? We'll do 10 minutes of, just pulling cards or whatever, but I do have to leave in 10 minutes, okay? All right, I already pulled a card for you. A roller coaster, yes it is. Absolutely. Throat portal here. Somebody needs to speak their truth. Oh. Something happens this week where you start getting like, you're intuitively being led to go and speak your truth. I feel like somebody's afraid to speak their truth here. But the universe is trying to give you the inkling or the courage to go and do it. So maybe this is a difficult conversation that you're having with somebody that you care about, but it's needed. And I feel like you're being led to do it anyway. So this is going to be, you're going to be shocked because maybe you weren't anticipating to speak your mind. You're not anticipating of doing this. And all of a sudden it's like something happens and you're like, no, I have to say it. And you say it. And you're like, whoa, you free yourself here. Good. There's 3 portals though. Somebody's going through a lot here. Somebody's going through like a lot of, I don't want to say just towers, but like a lot of like upgrades, but like in different areas. Like the your womb is getting an upgrade, like on an energetic level. Like, I don't know, there's something here about maybe exploring your body, or somebody you could be having intercourse, right? But it almost seems like you're really focusing on like what it is that your body likes, craves, and desires during intimacy. I'm also getting harmonic resolution. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling a whole bunch of emotions in the root chakra. You're trying to ground yourself, and by you allowing yourself to feel these emotions and then express them, I think there's something really liberating here. But it's hard for you to really pin down what your emotions are, because there's so many. There's just so many emotions coming at the same time. So you're trying to figure it out, right? You're trying to figure it out, and a way to do that is to like it's like you're doing it through your body as well. It's yeah, which is fine. Yeah, I feel like this week you're kind of trying to figure out what it is that you feel, because there's so much. And I feel like once you figure it out, you'll have a conversation about it, or know what to do. So I feel like somebody's contemplating making a really difficult decision here. Okay? All right. Totally. Cool. That's nice. All right. Anybody else have a question before I head out, because I gotta go. That's right. He's the expert with I can't even. I was gonna call him geodes, crystals. I don't know why I wanted to call him geodes. I don't know. All right. Overcoming. Oh yeah, somebody here is getting a lot of time in nature. Somebody's getting a lot of time in nature here. Like they're like, I feel like somebody thrives in nature. Like you spend a lot of time outdoors doing things that like really nourish your body, and that's why you're as light as air. I feel like this is how somebody thinks their way through something. Like if they're overwhelmed, their mind, somebody goes to their mind. They're always on their mind. So it almost seems like somebody here is an air energy, or they have a lot of air in their chart. So when you go outside, it almost seems like this is what happens. Like you breathe and you feel free, like free thinking. There's a lot of free thinking energy here. And then that's how you like get yourself back into like good graces. This is how like you build trust within your own self, and in your relationship with higher self, right? Well, self and higher self is the same thing. But yeah, so if you're feeling like you're not trusting yourself, or how life is going, you can't really trust what you're seeing or what you're doing. If you feel like you can't trust it, you spending a lot of time in nature is actually helping you with that. Yeah. So have patience. Everything's going to work out like it always does for you. It just, again, there's a releasing of control aspect here, because it's air. You got to let go. It's air. You can't touch it. It's not grounded. It's not stable, right? It almost seems like you're trying to take the stability with you, but you can't. Because with the ground, earth, you're trying to take the stability with you, or hold on to some stability, but you can't. This is where trust will come in handy. You got to let it be for whoever this is. All right. Stay safe. I love you guys. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. I will go live tomorrow. I will go live tomorrow. I know I said I was going to go live on Friday, but I could not. I had things to do. So I'm going to go live tomorrow, and then, yeah, we'll take it from there. You're welcome. I love you guys so much. Toodles. Take care.